Hello, everybody. This is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
And now we have Battle Report 259.
259.
This is Kingdom of Equitaine versus the Highborn Elves.
So strength in numbers, game number 4. So
Correct.
number 3 must again against an unpainted opponent.
That would be correct.
Okay.
Second for the day. But I will say this for the game 3. Game 3 was against the Ringer team.
Okay.
So I can somewhat accept the Ringer team having... Because it's hard to get a team of players together.
So you were on the bottom table for game 3, is that what I'm hearing?
Our team was on one of the bottom tables.
Okay.
The bottom team...
Oh, was this a team tournament?
It was a team tournament.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Strength in numbers, yeah. So anyway, so we're playing the Ringer team because
Okay.
the bottom team had already played them.
So you were on the... And how did you do on that game?
On the low end. What's that?
And what happened with that game? What's the end? Who'd you play and what happened?
We did very good. I played a Dread Elf army
Okay.
and got a 18, I think.
Okay. So you're up one game at least.
Yes, I'm 2-1. 1-2, I guess.
1 and 2. Yes.
1 win, 2 losses. Here we go. So this time I'm playing Highborn Elves.
All right.
They have a commander who's the who is a battle standard bearer. He's the master of the Carnreg Tower.
Okay.
Light armor, longbow, Elu's Heartwood, High Prince General.
Okay.
Sorry, High Prince. He is there. I guess the general. Doesn't actually say, but I'm pretty sure that was the general.
I assume so. No, the mage is a general.
Yep, it is, isn't it? The High Prince had a great weapon, light armor, and riding a dragon.
Okay.
He had a mage who was the army general with pyromancy, wizard adept of pyromancy, book of arcane mastery, and blah blah blah. Cannot be taken by wizard master. Okay, guess that was necessary.
Yeah.
A unit of 20 citizen spears, 2 units of 20 sea guard with musicians,
sea guards. Okay.
2 giant eagles.
Wow.
2 units of...
Like how expensive those sea guard are compared to those spears.
Yes. Yeah. They shoot, though.
Yes, they do.
2 units of 8 strict 3 bows.
With their powerful bows, yeah.
2 units of 8 Knights of Rima with full command and stalker standards, so he doesn't take dangerous terrain. And 2 sky sloops.
Okay. I'm having difficulty figuring out what his combat power is in this army.
It is in the dragon.
The dragon and the 2 units of knights. Yeah.
Is the dragon... Well, there's 2 units of knights.
Yes.
That's pretty... Those things
It's
hurt.
a joke.
Those things hurt.
Yes, they would. Wow. I don't normally see them that big.
Okay. So, here we go. We're on the big blue board. We've got a hill in the back left.
Shouldn't all your movement traits be boats?
There's a hill in the back left.
Are you only allowed to fight on the hills and the fields that are above the water?
Yes.
There's a flood in this
Correct. What is this? Impassable here in the center. Off to the right is a forest denuded of trees.
Okay. It's a grass forest.
Couple walls here and here. This is a big hill.
Okay.
And this was a field with 2 walls.
Okay.
All right.
Was the water all difficult terrain, or was this just painted blue carpet?
Water's only difficult terrain to infantry.
Okay.
So only his whole army. No. You can see here he's got the dragon back here in the back left, an eagle beside him, and a sea guard in front of him. 2 sky sloops. These are, and this is the another unit of sea guard with an eagle. 8 Rima Knights, 20 spearmen, and another 8 Rima Knights. So, this is it. I took a picture after first round movement because we were pushing to get started. I pop up here behind this impassable. Everybody else comes forward a bit. The majority of this unit front facing is in the field. So I'm hard target and light cover. So it's -2, -3 for range. Okay. So this should be interesting. And unit of Grail Knights packed over here in the corner.
Okay.
Just to provide support to keep their leadership up. And everybody else right in here. So turn 1, get off Stone Skin on this unit of guys. Just the first turn, casting spells on the first turn. I actually had first turn. Casting spells on the first turn does pretty much nothing for you if you have Druidism.
Yeah.
Lets you get the Oaken Throne up so he can dispel it on his turn.
There is that. Well, you got the magic missile. Maybe get lucky.
Yeah, and I did take the magic missile, and you can see I did 3 wounds to the Sky Sloop with the stone.
There you go. So it did something.
So it did do something. So that's it. Back to his turn. I think. Yeah, back to his turn. Dragon flies over here to the left. Sky Sloop that's wounded dances back here. The other one comes forward. You can see an eagle taking up position here behind the impassable. And kind of forms a battle line off to the right.
Okay.
The other unit of Sea Guard comes forward to try to deal with this my left flank.
Okay.
And that's what it looks like going into my turn. Double picture, the same thing. My turn too. I've already used a binding scroll on something. So we try an 11-inch charge into this Sky Sloop.
Okay.
Idea being, I'm not allowed to hit 2 units unless I have to.
Right.
So this means I can hit it in a manner so I'm right here, and if I kill it, I turn and face this way, and I've got his whole, looking down his whole flank with his dragon way over here. That's the idea. Need an 11, and a failure, the most I can go is like 2 or 3 inches because I have to stop an inch away from this.
Okay.
So it kind of protected myself with that big chunk in the middle. Declare a charge here with 5 Knights Aspirants and the BSB.
It's the Riemann Knights.
Into the Riemann Knights. And they decide they don't want any part of that.
Okay, so they run to the woods.
So they run, but they have the Stalker standard, so it doesn't bother them. But they run away.
But they do run to the woods.
And you are correct. And so I can move up. I move the yeoman up.
Okay.
Here you go. Enjoy yourselves.
Hi, boys.
Here's your prize.
Yeah.
They don't like their jobs. As you can see, the Peg Knights did fail their charge.
Yep.
The 2 units of Bowman move forward. He actually picked off one on the first turn, it looks like.
How close was he to the board edge with that sloop?
What? Sloop?
Yeah.
Which one? This one?
The one that you charged?
Oh, like 7 inches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a... I don't think he should... Well, unless he wanted to give up the sloop.
Yeah, I just was wondering if he had a good chance of staying on the table or not.
He didn't. I didn't. With Swift Stride, I didn't think he did.
Yeah.
So, anyway, like I said, we inch the Grail Knights forward. All these are making sure they stay out of 19, which is the max charge range of this guy, just to prevent a panic terror check.
Yep.
And you can see we're starting to shoot up these guys. We've killed a couple guys in the back.
Yep.
He's killed one of me. It's fun because I'm sitting here out shooting elves.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not like you need to be that afraid of the bows anyway.
Well, these guys are.
You guys you actually still have the advantage, so.
7, 13. He's down to 13 with the shoot, it looks like. Wow. So I've killed 7 at this point. So his turn, the dragon comes back in close to him. Sky Sloop, actually looks like the Sea Guard backed up rather than the Sky Sloop came forward. Riemann Knights over here did rally, and he double charged chaff here. I did something. What did I do? Oh, that's the other Sky Sloop with still 3 wounds on it. His eagle popped forward to chaff my Knight Banner the Last Charge unit, and his other eagle took his place behind the hill. There we go. And shocker, he blew out my
that's very surprising.
My chaff. The Sky Sloop took long range shots and flicked off a Grail Knight.
Okay.
I think that's what that was from. And actually managed to put a wound on my unit here.
Okay.
Got that, and that's going to do it. So back to my turn. Turn 3. So the general decides to charge from here into the flank of the...
Oh, it's flank, okay.
Or front. It's either front or flank. Actually, it's front.
Okay.
He's going to charge into the front of the Rymanites.
Just a general.
Well, just the general. Leave the unit, and because
And he fails.
the banner of the last, and he fails, of course. The banner of the last charge goes into the eagle, and then what else? The general wouldn't have been alone because these two units went as well.
Okay.
They were back here. I didn't have charge markers on
Yep.
them, but
Okay.
they both charged into the
The
Rymanites,
two Grail
ignoring
Knights and
those.
the other and the
Correct.
aspirants.
Aspirants.
Okay.
Peg Knights flew back here to the hill
Okay.
where they can stay over in Overwatch in case something breaks free of this. General's not that worried out there by himself because he's got the one sky sloop, and I was confident I was going to win that fight against the Rymanites, which I did, and overran into the sky sloop.
Oh, the sky sloop. Okay.
The Grail Knights elected not to overrun, just turned to face this side. And we continue to back up outside of 19 with both archer units and just continue to pour fire into these guys, poor guys. The Grail Knights have moved forward out of Arc of the Dragon.
Yep.
And got ready for a charge down this way.
Okay. He advanced? No.
Okay, so this is just a close-up picture of where I overran into the the sky sloop. So there we go, and it's going to be his turn. The Sea Guard are going to charge me in the front of the Grail Knights.
Okay.
The Rymanites going to charge this unit in the flank.
They barely had a line of sight.
Which they did. And it's not. I got my BSB in this unit, or I wouldn't care. But I do have my BSB in it, so I do care.
Yep.
It's bad. And this unit of spearmen's going to charge the front of the
and he's on the wrong
charge.
side.
What's that?
And he's on the wrong side.
And not only is he there, he's on the wrong side. So again, the spearmen are going to charge into the Knights of the Realm.
The big wedge.
His other eagle pops up behind the hill and chaffs up my aspirants.
Okay.
Because he didn't want the aspirants charging into these guys, I guess.
Okay.
His dragon makes his march test and pops over here.
Yep.
Ignoring my, staying out of arc of my Grail Knights.
Yep.
And his sky sloop charges my general.
Wow. Okay.
My general's only got 4 strength 4 attacks and 2 from the peg.
Guess he's hoping those impact hits will.
And he's got the impact hits that, if nothing else, he's planning on tying me up for a little bit. And you can see from this picture, all his charges came off.
Well, he's fighting in the sea, so the Sea Guard should have advantages.
They do. On top of that, he gets Awaken the Beast off on the charging spearmen. So now they're strength 4 AP 2. Hitting me on 2s, by the way. I'm sorry. They're only weapon skill 4.
Yeah,
I guess
only
he's
4s.
hitting me on 3s. Okay, so only 3s.
Yep.
Got that. So the fight goes on. He manages to kill one Grail Knight. The Rymanites, of course, mash the unit in the flank and overrun and catch him.
And you killed the sloop, it looks like.
And pumped into there. Yeah, I only had 2 that could go at the Rymanites, and there's no way I'm going to hurt them with my strength 3 attacks.
Right.
So put the attacks I did have into the sky sloop to kill it. And he runs me down.
Okay.
So BSB's gone in that fight.
And
over here, he kills 4.
His guys were in the way. Okay.
Correct. Over here, his charge kills 4 of my guys. I peeled off, it looks like maybe 5 of his.
Wow, you did quite well.
Well, I had, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anyway, 9 attacks.
Yeah.
I put 2 wounds on the sky sloop, not enough to get rid of it.
Okay.
So now we're going back to my turn. That was his turn, right? Back to my turn. That's what that looks like. So what are we doing? More pictures of the same thing. My turn 4. There we go. So my turn 4. So we, knowing the end is near, the yeomen, the brigands separate and get 6 1/4 inches apart for some reason.
It looks like you charged the Grail
the
Knights.
Grail Knights charge.
And he fled.
And he stayed. I hit him and broke him and ran him, tried to run him down.
This is actually after
it
fighting
skipped
with him.
ahead a little bit.
Okay, we're having time problems again. Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Okay.
So that happens. The
Killed the eagle.
aspirants killed the eagle. The general finishes off the sky sloop.
And you brought up your yeoman off the
And
hill.
the pegs off the hill charged down to try to contribute to this
the yeoman
fight.
just come to help with your shooting against these guys or
They
something?
did.
Okay.
And to make sure if he keeps running, he's going to
Yeah.
go through me.
Okay.
Which will kill half of
Well, I
them.
assume you did it at the same time.
Yeah, and it was the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
they could. These guys were charging them anyway,
Right.
so they came forward to
Yeah.
deal with them.
And then I'm sorry, so he killed everybody but your
Yeah,
mage?
the Peg Knights came down to help.
Mm-hmm.
Did nothing, because I could only get 2 in.
Yeah.
But did almost nothing. Of course, he did nothing to the Peg Knights,
Mm-hmm.
but killed the rest of this unit,
Yeah. Okay.
leaving just the mage.
Okay.
Um,
And the Grail Knights just sat there.
and this is his next turn. The Grail Knights over here got killed. I think he killed one more, but I grew it back.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, yeah, I did, because there's the entangling roots on it,
Okay.
which gave me another Grail Knight back.
Okay.
So that's it. The Rymanites came. Oh, the Rymanites were stuck in that weird, awkward position here.
Right.
So they reformed to 4 wide and came forward.
Okay.
And he rallied his Seaguard
Seaguard. Okay.
to reface the.
Oh, so they're just moving up to the
They're just
wall.
moving up to the wall.
They're not in the fight.
Correct. He couldn't charge. All he could do was reform
Okay.
and get close. So that's where it's going to end on his turn.
Mm-hmm.
And the dragon. I actually shot the dragon and did a wound
Yeah,
to
there
it.
you go.
So he charged me,
Okay.
and he got, he's going to,
Pretty sure we know how that one's going to go.
pretty sure how that's going to go.
Okay.
So he wipes them out, turns around, faces into the board.
Mm-hmm.
Back to my turn, the Grail Knights recharge the Seaguard.
Mm-hmm.
The Yeoman march forward just to get out of this nonsense. He finishes off my 2. He finishes
Grail
off my
Knights.
2 Grail Knights
You
and
chaff him.
returns.
Your general got into his flank, it looks like.
It must what it be. So then my turn, the charge, the general went into this, and these guys came forward to chaff them. That's
Okay.
what happened.
All right.
So the general had broken free last turn, so this turn he charges into the flank of the spears.
So that takes care of the bonus.
Takes care of. Oh well, the
Spear
spear bow's long gone because it's
Yeah.
no longer. That was only the first round of combat that you get that. So he charges into the flank of this unit. Gets stone skin off on the mage to try to keep
Yep.
her alive.
Yep. Well, she gets stone skin off on
She
herself.
gets on herself. Over here,
You kept those knights over there, I guess.
the Grail Knights finish them off.
And turn to face. No, they're still facing the other way. Okay.
Yeah, they turn to face this way
Okay.
because that's much more important because I think
Mm-hmm.
that dragon's pretty much out of it now. So the general comes into the flank of the spears, does 9 wounds.
Uh
That combined with the pegs and the mage breaks the unit. They both chase it. I force him to run this way, and when I pivot, I hit the Rymanites with my pegs because I was lined up here. When I pivot around my center, I'm right here, and I'm in their front, but I'm running this way, so I clip them and flip around to the front. It's a weird charge, but anyway, charge him in the flank. The general overruns, hits him in the pegs in the front, general in the flank. Boom. General kills all 8.
in his turn.
Yeah, it was an overrun charge.
Yeah.
So in his turn, the general killed all 8. The Seaguard are left with nothing to do but turn and face. It's because they don't want to charge there, I guess. And then on the last turn of the game, the pegs and the general charged into this unit and just blew it completely out.
Okay. Did the dragon do anything?
The dragon ended up charging off. The dragon ended up on the last turn, because this was, again, when you we start getting pushed for time in these.
Right.
The dragon on the last turn, on turn 5, the dragon declared a charge on the aspirants.
He fled.
They fled to about here.
They rally.
They rallied. The dragon declared another charge on turn 6.
He tried to redirect when
He
failed or
did and
something?
failed his redirect. He rolled
Okay.
terrible.
Okay.
Turn 6, he declared a charge at the aspirants. And this turn, they failed their terror check. He was like 9. He needed a 12. I would have gladly stayed.
Right.
But he failed his terror check, and they failed his terror check, and they ran. So he got half points for that.
Okay.
And he tried to charge the Grail Knights, and then rolled a bad charge and couldn't make it to him.
Okay.
So they had that, and then we, like I said, charged it late and eliminate that unit.
And
So basically, he had his dragon left.
Okay.
And I've got, if I would have preserved my BSB, I would have been in much better shape. But I ended up with a 15 to 5 to me.
I would have expected with that, nice warm seawater that they would have done better against.
The Sea Guard would have done better.
Yeah.
This is the charge. This was not good. I knew I should have paid more attention and measured this out and seen that the Rymanites could hit me in the flank, even if I got through. And they should have stayed back. And what should have happened, because this is what happened, of course, in that fight. But what I should have done here,
well, you could have sent just the
because if you recall, the general was also trying to get there. Remember, he had declared that charge as well. But I should have sent just the BSB in, and the two Grail Knights. The BSB, because this is a short charge. I should have sent the general and the Grail Knights in.
Right.
And then the general also had declared that charge. If they do that and overrun, they're all up here out of arc of these things, which makes my day much better.
Or you just overrun with just the Grail Knights, so you don't take a chance.
And the others are hiding here behind the spearmen.
Right.
So again, another bad move. But bad move, still got 15 points out.
Yep.
The thing I was very happy with, except for these guys who were kind of stuck behind this unit of
Pegasus.
The Peg Knights, they were kind of trapped behind them for a long time. Never really got free. My idea was for them to go to the right and try with these 3 units to keep these 2 bottled up, was what my goal was. And they did for most of the game. These guys provided a little bit of support.
Yeah, I think that was fine because we kept his dragon.
Right.
He was clearly afraid to advance for a long time because of him.
Yeah, but if I would have pulled this out of that, it would have been a much better point swing to me on this flank.
Yeah, but then he may have just plopped the dragon like right behind
somewhere.
There, like right where your arrow is, or farther forward.
Yeah. I was trying for the most part, because this is after he moved. Every turn I'm making sure that the Grail Knights have a charge on the dragon if he comes forward. So, and because he seemed to be afraid of that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying is, I think by having them there, I suspect, you can't read in his mind, but
no, it did. It
stopped him from going forward because he was afraid of getting, because the Grail Knights couldn't cover everything.
Right, and the Grail Knights can't reliably kill this.
He moved 16 inches forward. He's sitting in front of those archers.
Right.
If those knights aren't there.
Correct. So anyway, so the knights helped pin him. Like I said, it would have been nice to be able to pull him off to the side, but they didn't.
Not that he should have been that afraid of the knights, but still.
Well, it adds up. He can't stomp me, which is one of his big things.
Yeah, he's got enough attack, so he's got resilience 6 and all the other things.
Yeah, actually, these guys need 5s to wound him.
Yep.
So, but anyway, so that was it. So it went well, 15-5. That's my second win. Now I'm at 2 good.
So you got 2 and 2.
Like 2 and 2 going into the last game.
Slightly behind on paints, and now you need to get some WD-40 because all your armor's going to rust from fighting in the water.
We just have to dry off a lot. All right. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Till next time.